Hey everyone. Every once in a while, a new piece of tech comes along and just changes everything, right? We all remember that feeling when ChatGPT first dropped. Well, get ready, because it feels like that's happening all over again. There's a new AI app out there, and its launch is so huge, people are saying it's the next ChatGPT. Okay, I'm just gonna put a number up on the screen. 627,000. What do you think that is? Any ideas what this number could possibly mean in the world of AI today?
Well, that's how many times the brand new AI video app, Sora, was downloaded in its first 7 days. Yeah, over 500,000 people basically sprinted to download this thing, and the buzz is just, it's off the charts. So that leads us to the big question we're tackling today. Is this the biggest AI launch we've seen since ChatGPT? I mean, are we witnessing that kind of moment again? The numbers alone are pretty wild, but trust me, the story behind the numbers is where it gets really interesting. So let's get into it.
All right, first things first, we've got to put Sora and ChatGPT head to head. Let's look at the raw data and see how these two launches actually compare.
So check this out. When you just look at the first week of iOS downloads, Sora actually comes out on top. It hit 627,000 downloads, while ChatGPT got 606,000. So case closed, right? Sora wins? Well, not so fast. It's a little more complicated than that. See, it's not really a perfect apples-to-apples comparison. We can't just declare a winner, because the two apps didn't launch in exactly the same way, and that context is absolutely crucial. And here's why. When ChatGPT launched, it was a US-only thing, but Sora, it launched in both the US and Canada. And that little detail makes a big difference. It turns out Canada accounted for about 45,000 of Sora's first week downloads. So here's the kicker. Even if you take out those Canadian downloads to make it a fair fight, just US versus US, Sora's launch was still a whopping 96% the size of ChatGPT's. I mean, we are talking about a launch that is right up there in the exact same league. It's huge. And if you want some more perspective, just look at this. Sora's launch didn't just get close to ChatGPT's. It absolutely blew past the first weeks of other huge AI apps like Claude and Microsoft Copilot. It's not even close. Sora is playing a completely different game. Okay, so what makes these numbers even crazier? It's all about how Sora was launched. Because this wasn't some big open to everyone at once kind of thing. Not at all. Right now, Sora is invite only. What that means is you can't just download it and start playing around. Nope. You need an exclusive invitation to get in. And the fact that it pulled in these numbers while being invite only, that makes this whole thing even more wild. This isn't just a popular app. This is pure uncut hype. And the speed of this thing, it was just incredible. On its very first day, boom, it's already the #3 app in the entire US App Store. The next day, it hits its peak, over 107,000 downloads in one day. And get this, just 4 days after launching, it was the #1 app. Period. Topping everything else out there. So, okay, we've established it. A massive, historic launch. But the story doesn't stop with download numbers, right? Now we have to talk about the fallout. What actually happens when you give a tool this powerful to hundreds of thousands of people all at once? I mean, this technology is no joke. It lets people create videos that look shockingly real. So the obvious question is, what are they making? What are people doing with this power? All you have to do is look at social media and you'll see. And it is an absolute flood. We're seeing super realistic deepfakes spreading everywhere, where someone's face is put onto someone else's body so convincingly it's hard to tell. That line between real and fake, it's getting blurrier and blurrier. Of course, you've also got viral hits made with Sora just racking up millions and millions of views. But there's another kind of content that's stirring up some really tough conversations. People are using it to create new videos of celebrities who are no longer with us. And nothing brings the human side of this home more than this. Zelda Williams, that's Robin Williams' daughter, she actually had to go online and beg people, please stop sending me AI-generated images of my father. Wow, that one sentence just cuts through all the noise, doesn't it? It reminds you that this isn't just about cool tech and big numbers. There are real people and real feelings involved. Which leads us to the biggest question of all. So what now? Where do we go from here? Because on one hand, you have this incredibly successful launch,
But on the other, it feels like we've just opened Pandora's box, full of all sorts of tricky ethical questions.
Look, the genie is well and truly out of the bottle on this one. The age of super realistic, easy to use AI video isn't coming anymore. It's here. It's on our phones right now. And the technology itself, it's not good or bad. It's just a tool. The real question, the one that matters, isn't about the tech. It's about us. What are we going to do with it?